The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
The leading rusher in NCAA history from Youngstown State. Here's Jaleel McLaughlin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Bit of a haymaker right after the starting bell, Charles. One play on the ground, and you're already on the other side of the 50.
I like how you went boxing there. Essentially went from the weigh-in to walking into the ring, being introduced, and firing away. Big shot early.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, go!
To throw, here's Nix. That's caught. It's a rookie from Oregon. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
On the set. Come on, set.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll go play action with Nix. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. On the handoff, McLaughlin. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Arnold Ebiketie able to record his 5th sack of the season. So here's a 3rd and 14.
18 Rattler.
To throw is Nix. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This from 36 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Well, they had the great field position to start that opening drive. They only get 3 out of it, but still they get 3. So maybe kind of a win for the offense, Charles, and kind of a win for the defense as well.
Yeah, I would say win-win seems to sum the whole thing up because where that ball was placed to start, that's tough on a defense, and they held them to 3. Now, if you're the offense, you're thinking to yourselves, how do we open up the playbook later on in this game and turn this 3 into 6s down the stretch?
From the shotgun, it's Penix. Flush to his right. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So it wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back to Robinson now on first down. Brought down at the 20.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Valdez-Scantling in motion right. They'll throw with Penix. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. A yard all they need, but it's third down. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Robinson will try to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Fourth down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the little bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. And the tight end goes in motion left. Here's Nix. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Nix to throw again. He'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Courtland Sutton. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And complete to Drake London. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Penix working out of the gun here. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This pass is caught by London. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. To the right side and intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away? It could cost them a ball game.
That one goes for 24 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The give is to McLaughlin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing Nix. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To the air, Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. It'll go down as a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. They are going for it. Penix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Here's McLaughlin. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
The Broncos at 4-6 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They begin the drive with Robinson. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. Robinson up the middle. Powers past him at midfield. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. They'll run again here with Robinson.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll go play action here with Penix. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Let's go.
They'll run. It's McLaughlin. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it.
And he caught it up. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Now Penix. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Broncos are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
95 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Right back to him on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Pass is tipped, but he's still able to bring it in. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. The ground. Here's McLaughlin. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A carry from McLaughlin. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. That is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And looking to throw, Penix. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. Well, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Nix to the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Flushed out right. And that, boy, a dangerous throw there back across the field, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to the air with Nix. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Let's go now. Go.
Now it's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. Set.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jaleel McLaughlin as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a gain of 6, and that will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5. Operating from the gun, Penix. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Short throw caught by Pitts. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
That's out wide here for Robinson. Skirts by him at the 35. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's Penix. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll keep it on the ground. McLaughlin. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, partner, this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play, because remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On first down, it's McLaughlin. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
On play action, here's Nix. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Try to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Looking to throw, Penix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fielded at the 33. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw is Nix. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards that time for number 19.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Bulldozes past him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 134 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll keep it on the ground. McLaughlin They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
That is caught. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll try the left side. It's McLaughlin. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
18 Cardinal, here we go, set.
They'll go play action with Nix.
He finds his man, complete. That's McLaughlin.
And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
That play ended for a net loss by Jesse Bates.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
To throw, here's Nix.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Marvin Mims.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Broncos are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Lutz with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll throw with Penix.
And that is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here's Nix.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Broncos look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Lutz good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Short throw caught by Pitts. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
It's a gain of 10. First down. 65, 65, come on.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted. I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on. Throwing again, Penix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Drew Sanders. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground. McLaughlin. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
152 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll run on first down. It's McLaughlin, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw, and he'll get nothing out of that one. So nothing doing there, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On third down, McLaughlin. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
David Onyemata there on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They run the counter. It's McLaughlin. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 17. Escaping the pressure right. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. McLeod to return it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got London on the slant. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They'll run for it with Robinson. That's some strong running. And he's going to have a 1st down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is caught by Robinson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. This is 2nd and 8. On the handoff, McLaughlin. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. On 1st down, McLaughlin. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Denver, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they will finally get an extra week to heal up a bit as they will get the late bye in Week 12.